Hi everyone, this is JD, your gadget review friend. We're continuing to review and compare devices, and you can check these updates on our Twitter community at GadgetRevNow. We're continuing with our photography series, and today we're talking about another budget camera, and this time, a mirrorless one. A lot of people are moving from the bulkier DSLR to the more compact mirrorless, and a lot of popular mirrorless camera manufacturers benefit from this, like the Sony Alpha, Panasonic Lumix and Olympus. Even established and well-known DSLR manufacturers are also following the trend, like Canon R and Nikon Z. But there's one manufacturer a little unknown to the camera world but producing really good mirrorless cameras and camera sensors, and that is the Samsung with their NX lineup. Samsung is popular with other gadgets like phone, television, home appliances, but the market for the NX mirrorless camera is a failure. Personally, I don't know if it wasn't given too much attention because photographers, unlike tech enthusiasts, may have a strong bias or brand loyalty. Of course, ecosystem will also play a role. If someone already spent a lot buying great lenses from a particular brand, it will be hard to switch. And that puts Samsung and the NX lineup into a rough and tough spot. But today, if you're new to the camera world and you want to check out a cheap but really good camera, let's talk about Samsung NX2000 and how good it is and what makes it special. It's a familiar look. The Samsung NX2000 has the same shape and design as many other Samsung NX cameras. It comes in black, white, and pink. The camera offers a nice hand grip for its overall dimensions. It is easy to carry with no hand or neck strain. It's pretty small, especially when you consider the big image sensor that it contains. It's a crop sensor, 1.5 times larger than a Micro Four Thirds. Honestly, there are many cameras now with smaller size, but with NX2000 size, we can still consider this as a compact camera, and that large grip will be really helpful for many. This camera has pretty good specs. It offers 20.3 megapixel CMOS sensor, and that's pretty special for a crop sensor, as 20 megapixel is somehow a good standard in 2021. That's a lot of details and usable crop if you ask me. An ISO range of 100 to 25600 with usable ISO until 6400. 12800 might be noisy and soft to many, but anything around 6400 is still good. And a continuous shutter speed of 8 frames per second. That will save a lot of good active moments. That's a pretty fast and decent shutter speed. I'd say anything around 6 frames per second is decent. Unlike other interchangeable lens cameras, you won't find a lot of controls for the NX2000 body. With that being said, the NX2000 offers users an almost entirely touchscreen experience. The camera can be controlled almost exclusively by touchscreen navigation. Touchscreen navigation is not my preferred method of changing the shooting mode or autofocusing. I'm still a big fan of physical buttons and controls, something you will find on Fuji cameras. But that being said, the user interface is well designed and very easy to navigate. Anyone who uses their camera phones will pretty much be acquainted really fast on NX2000. I was able to master it for roughly 30 minutes. I was able to learn really fast. The only physical buttons that exist are the on and off switch with a shutter release, a direct link button for easy access to uploading the image wirelessly, a soft click dial to navigate the menu and change mode settings, a direct video recording button, a home screen button, and a playback button. I mean, these are the normal buttons you will see on a mirrorless camera, and there's no substitute for it. It should be there. Like, it will be a sin for Samsung if they will remove them. The side of the camera has a flap that hides the HDMI and the micro USB charging port. The top of the camera is a hot shoe that snugly supports the included yet detachable flash. The bottom of the camera has a tripod mount and access flap for the battery and micro SD card. Let's talk about still images. NX2000 has the same dials and functions as a true DSLR: aperture priority, shutter priority, and manual mode. Smart Auto is Samsung's equivalent of the intelligent auto modes now found on most competitor models. You simply point the NX2000 at the scene or subject, and the camera hopefully recognizes it from the commonly used presets and automatically adjusts its settings to deliver optimum results. This essentially making the NX2000's operation merely a case of point and shoot. Obviously, not all situations are covered by scene modes, but it does work for the majority of the time. It makes it possible for the less experienced photographer to easily take wall-exposed, sharp pictures of people, scenery, and close-up by simply pointing and shooting the camera. And how about video recording? It doesn't have 4K, but you will have enough resolution to enjoy capturing good moments and even vlogging. The NX2000 can record high-resolution Full HD 1080p and 720p in 16:9 aspect ratio and a standard VGA 640 or 320 movies in the 4:3 aspect ratio, all using H.264 format. The movie mode is accessed on a one-touch record button on the rear of the camera. Stereo sound is recorded during the video capture via the small internal microphone on the top of the camera. It doesn't have a dedicated mic input. That might be a bummer for some vloggers, but the internal microphone is decent. I've compiled some of the images and videos from this camera to show you how good it is. I'm testing the video stabilization of both the lens and the camera. I'm walking right now, and now we're running. I'm walking again, and now we're running. Hi everyone, this is JD, your gadget review friend. We're testing the Samsung NX2000, both video and audio recording. I'm holding it on a monopod. Let me know, is it good enough for you? Is this against the light? Guys, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. This is low light recording using the kit lens. So as you can see, the images and videos are pretty good in 2021. I will make a comparison video of this camera and the newer Sony A5100 and maybe a full frame to see how it will perform against the newer competition. Samsung has a decent lineup of lenses for the NX series, some great portrait and zoom lenses, which are pretty affordable too. Honestly, I found for the casual shooter who takes family photos and maybe starting with vlogging, you will find the kit lens to be really sharp. I know some will love the creamier background blur, but I found that the kit lens of this camera is sufficient for portrait and general use. For the price of this camera now used, maybe $200 at most, if it's really in good shape, this camera is a steal. Imagine a mirrorless touchscreen experience, a great-looking and functional design, and a sharp kit lens. Samsung NX2000 might not be that popular and the most recent model, but it will give you so much more, and you may find yourself reaching for it most of the time. It's highly recommended. Go find one. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. We're posting videos of gadget reviews, comparisons, photography gears, and tips. The goal of this channel is to review and compare devices as simple as possible, concise, and friendly. Don't forget to drop your comment, like, and share. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.